Hello everyone! Today I have pastel jelly beans I want to try to embed in resin. I have my trusty blobby mold that I used last time to fill with candy hearts. I really liked how that came out. Hopefully the jelly beans won't dissolve. Let's get started! We are casting with epoxy resin, and we're going to start by pouring equal parts of each. Then we're going to mix them until they are well combined. See how the resin gets all swirly? We don't want that. You'll know you're done mixing when the swirls are gone. See? No more swirls. The resin is all clear. That's what we want. Okay, now I want to degas my bubbles in the vacuum chamber. So I'm going to pour my measured resin into a larger cup so it doesn't spill over when it expands. And you know I have to add glitter. How could I not? Now I'm going to add a little bit of resin to the mold and give it a bit of a swirl to coat the inside. This mold has trouble with air bubbles getting stuck down inside of the antenna, so I'm going to try to get those out. Okay, now for the fun part. Let's put some jelly beans in here. By the way, don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps me out. So, I realized that these jelly beans are way too big and this purple one sticks out, so I had to remove it. I dug around until I found some baby-sized jelly beans and put those instead. Let me know if you want me to try this again with smaller jelly beans, like Jelly Bellies. You can see here that I added some extra resin to the lid. That's because when it goes into the pressure pot, the resin is going to shrink a little bit and I don't want any voids.
The next day.
It doesn't look like the candy melted, but I wonder if it will look good. Push! Oh. So last time I just sanded the bottom flat, but I noticed on this one the jelly beans are super close to the surface, and if I do that, I'll expose the candy and create a huge mess. Instead, I'm just going to use a Dremel to file down the high edges. So even though this is the bottom, I don't want it to look all gross, so I'm going to use a little bit of UV resin to smooth out all of the Dremel marks. I'm just going to cure it for a few minutes under a UV lamp. To protect this guy a little bit, I masked off the area around his face while I paint. I think it looks a little bit like a ninja hood. I'm using navy blue paint for the eye rings and pink for the mouth. I don't have to be too careful with the paint because I'll be wiping off the extra later. Now that the paint is dry, I have a little bit of rubbing alcohol on a paper towel. The extra paint will come right off. I recently bought some Posca markers, and I thought I could try using one to paint the white part of the face. Oh, no! Oh, it looks bad! Back to paint with a brush, I guess. I really need to find a faster way to paint these faces. I'm never totally happy with them. I managed to paint the face, and now all it needs is a little bit of clear coat to shine it up. Once the clear coat is dry, our little blobby will be done and we can see how it turned out. Aww, it's so cute! Thanks for watching! See you next time!